Hello everyone, this is Citrigan here, and welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be doing something very different from what I usually do, which you probably know if you read the title of this video, which I would assume you did if you clicked on it. But today I'm going to be drawing Scooby Doo characters in my style. So, the Scooby Doo characters in the cartoon, which I looked at online, were very basic looking. I don't know if that's a good way to describe it, but they were very, blocky looking and had very straight lines and simple features. So my style is more complex than that, even though it is incredibly cartoonish, so it'll be exciting to see what these characters look like in my style. And just so you know, I've never actually watched Scooby Doo before. I watched the Scooby Doo movie a little while ago when it came out, with cartoon but not as cartoonish as the show obviously was, which was 2D. This was a 3D cartoon. But I don't really remember much from that, so I don't know a lot about Scooby-Doo, but I did some research before making this video so that I wasn't totally clueless, because I don't really like it when people make videos and they have no idea what they're talking about. So I'm sorry if I do have no idea what I'm talking about, but I just felt really inspired to make this video, so yeah. Here it is. The thing that inspired me to make this video primarily was Velma, who is the first character that I'm drawing right here, which you'll be seeing on screen right now. And from what I could gather, and just from what people had said talking about Velma, was that she was a very smart individual. She's very quick-witted and clever, and she's very much a nerd. Which, I mean, she has glasses, which is how most people depict nerds in cartoons, so yeah. So, Velma's kind of like the brains of the group, which I guess is called the Mystery Inc. Brains of the Mystery Inc. operation. And I honestly really like her outfit. I know her colors aren't supposed to go well together, but I think that they do look very nice, how she has the light orange sweater and then the pink pleated skirt. And I do like her boots in this little picture that I found from the movie I watched, because those are the real references that I used, because they were more of my style. But yeah, she seemed a little bit sassy when I looked at her. I'm not really sure if this is accurate, so I gave her a bit of that sass when I was drawing her posing. And yeah, I feel like she would be the type to try to flex her knowledge on other people and be showing off all of her smarts, because she is definitely a really smart cookie. The reason why I had heard so much about Velma is because I believe that there is a new Velma series. And I haven't watched the series, obviously, but people have been, hating on it, I think. I guess because it's very different from the original series was. But, I don't know. If you have watched the original series or the new Velma series, please leave a comment down below and tell me what it's all about, because I would love to hear that. The next character that I drew was Daphne. And I was partially inspired to make this video by Daphne because my friend texted me a picture of her haircut, because she got her hair dyed a tiny bit reddish colored and got the bangs in the front. And she was like, "Hey, do you like my haircut?" And I was like, "Yeah, I think it looks really good." And she was like, "I was going for a Daphne haircut." And I was like, "Oh, that's cool." So I was looking online, who is Daphne? The person from Scooby Doo. I was like, oh, right, the person from Scooby Doo, which I've never watched before. So, yeah. I figured out that Daphne is, of course, very pretty, and she's perceived to be more pretty than Velma is, but she's also pretty smart as well. Not as smart as Velma is, but still very smart, which is a good combination, if you ask me, because she's got the looks and the brains, which is pretty good. I also think that she's more kind than Velma, at least based off of what I've read. Velma seems to be more blatantly honest and more prone to hurting other people's feelings, but Daphne seems to be more kind and considerate about other people's feelings, which is pretty good. I always appreciate that. I do like her outfit because I like how the purples go with her orange, and I do see that she has a tiny bit of green, like she has a green bow tie in the movie, and then I guess in the original film she has a green, scarf. In the films, it looks like they have lots of scarves, Daphne and Fred both have a scarf, which kind of makes them look like sailors or something. I don't know. But I loved her little green and her purple and her orange color scheme, because those are all of the secondary colors, which I thought was pretty interesting, because they don't put primary colors together a lot, not all three of them at least, but they put all three of these secondary colors together in Daphne's design, which was pretty cool. I also think that it's interesting that they gave the redhead the pretty traits, because I do think that redheads are very pretty, and it's a very cool gene because it is so rare to have, but I know that other people, especially in modern day media, do not think that redheads are very pretty. So she must be a very interesting and unique character to be perceived as a very pretty redhead. The next character that I drew, who I probably should have drawn first, if I'm honest with you, is Shaggy, because I'm pretty sure Shaggy is the main character in Scooby Doo, who is the owner of Scooby, I guess, if Scooby has one owner. I would always feel like Scooby was owned by all four of the main characters, since they all worked as a team to uncover their mysteries. But I mean, I don't know. So Shaggy is Scooby's main owner, and you know, you always see those shorts on YouTube that are like, dogs that look exactly like their owners, or owners that look exactly like their dogs. I feel like that's the same way with Scooby and Shaggy, because I feel like they do look very similar. Like, Scooby has a very long, like, chin, or head, or something like that. Like, very long face. I don't know. And I feel like Shaggy also has that, which I didn't really include in my design, because I'm not really good at making the faces long on my designs, because it's so cartoon styled. But I did give him a long nose, because it did show in the cartoon design that he had a very long nose, sort of like how Scooby does. And I also feel like he looks kind of like a goat, no offense, but it's probably because of his goatee, because I feel like everyone who has a goatee looks like a goat sometimes. But also because he looks so, like, his name is Shaggy. He looks pretty shaggy. Like, he doesn't look that very well put together, kind of like me when I wake up in the morning and I just like roll out of bed and I haven't done anything with myself, and my hair's like all over the place and I just look kind of like drowsy. He doesn't look too drowsy because he still looks like not grouchy, but like chill and calm, but he doesn't look super like energetic either. But I found online that he is one of the more comforting and reassuring ones in the friend group of the Mystery Inc. And he is one of the more funny ones, so he always comes up with the jokes and stuff like that. I really thought that Shaggy would be the leader, but the next character, who will be on screen right now, who is Fred, is apparently more of a leader type personality than Shaggy is. And I found online that Fred likes to show his dominance over the group, but he's also very kind in doing that as well. So he's not too pushy on them, but he is very serious and stern when things get tough and challenging and they're in some sticky situations. And he has the ability to come up with very quick decisions on the fly, which is pretty good. So I think he is also smart, but in a different way than Velma and Daphne are, in the way that he's able to come up with things very fast, like solutions to problems and stuff like that. So critical thinking more so than like memorizing facts, maybe, or something like that. So I tried to give Fred this leader-like appearance in his posing by putting his hands on his hips and making him look dominant and strong. And he looks all of that. He's very serious and stern, but he also has a nice little smile on his face, not too goofy looking, but still nice and happy looking, you know? But anyways, that is pretty much it for all of my Scooby Doo characters. So please let me know what you think in the comments down below, and as a fun challenge, please rate each of them 1 through 10, so I know which one's the worst, which one's the best. My least favorite is probably Velma, probably because I drew Velma first, and I don't know. The first drawings are always the worst ones, am I right? And they get better throughout the video. So that one is probably my least favorite. I did some edits towards Velma before posting her online because I thought she looked even worse than she does right now earlier. So I wanted to change her a tiny bit. And I'm not really sure who looks the best, but I think probably Shaggy looks the most like how he does in the cartoons, but also in my style. Like, I feel like if you were to recognize any of these characters, you'd probably recognize Shaggy before the other ones. Maybe just because he's so classic and iconic, but I don't know. But anyways, thank you so much for watching this video, even though I'm probably just rambling about random stuff because I have absolutely no idea what I'm talking about. Thank you so much for putting up with me, and with that, if you want to see more videos like this, please like and subscribe in order to stay tuned and get notified every time I post a new video, so you will never miss a single upload from me. I post very frequently. I post multiple shorts per day, and long-form videos throughout the week. Not on a specific schedule, but just spontaneously, and also very frequently as well. So, I hope that you enjoyed this video, and I hope you have a great rest of your day and rest of your summer vacation. And always remember that I love you, and I will see you later in the next video. Goodbye!